gotta see me from the nosebleed or the front row. I don't care who I see. Dreams to reality, I'm too real for reality TV. Remember I was poor, now I'm writing this song from a balcony. Told them watch out for me, but they ain't see me coming at it. On that road, feel like keep pushing, even though we don't feel right. Blood, sweat, and tears just to live life. Talk to God even when I didn't see light. Still talk to him when it got bright. Dark days were made for the spotlight. We paid, now mama can sleep tight. The champions, the champions. Hey, we gon' ball, never fall. The champions, the champions, the champions. Hey, we gon' ball, never fall. I put my head up and told them crown me. My ring finger got a rock on it, rock on it. I put my head up and told them crown me. My ring finger got a rock on it, rock on it, rock on it.
No, I got the wave, I don't even swim. It's lit.
Coach Sean on the beat, by the way.
Look, yeah, your boy back, everything lit. Yeah, it's lit. Yeah, it's lit. Yeah, it's lit. You know I got the wave, I don't even swim. Hold on. And it's lit. And it's lit. And it's lit, like Milwaukee, walk, get buck, walk when I feel litty. Baby, I'm the man, W's up. We the winning in the city. Spent the bag on the bad, had to treat her good, shorty, clean it up. She know I'm a, it's that make her wanna shake. See I'm and now she wanna, it's that make her wanna shake. See I'm and now she wanna, now she wanna, yeah, your boy back, everything lit. Yeah, it's 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 lit. She know I got the wave, I don't even swim. And it's lit. 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 I was in the now I'm freed up. Yeah, I'm freed up. Say she wanna baby link up. Can't wait to meet her. Catch me in the spot. Like hey yo. They know who got the city. Can't do nothing with me. Catch me with the weddies. Drone or the Jenny. Zula 42s. Baby, what's the move? Look, call up Benny for the jewels and it's bust it. She said, boy, you nice. I just get parties in the sky, 2055. Yeah, your boy back, everything lit. Yeah, it's lit. Yeah, it's lit. Yeah, it's lit. You know I got the wave, I don't even swim. Hold on. And it's lit. And it's lit. And it's lit. Walk, give up. And it's lit. And it's lit. And it's lit. No, I got the wave, I don't even swim. And it's lit. And it's lit. And it's lit.
You ain't with PNB Rock. You not with me. You from New York, you ain't with Boogie. When I see you,
Paddock on my wrist, that's a bust Welcome to 2K Sports. What could be... And I think we know exactly what kind of game this is going to be, RJ.
Yeah, you don't expect a lot of offense on the interior. These teams take a high volume of threes, and they make a high volume as well.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant, and it's done in at the 3.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Beal finds Booker from downtown. Williams grabs the board. Gilgeous-Alexander double team. Board outside. Pass to Williams. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And now we go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with Mark Dagnall.
We discussed Bradley Beal. The focus for them on the defensive end, coach telling me that Brad's a guy who averaged 30 points a game in this league, the sign of a special scorer, so they need to figure out a way to make Beal uncomfortable, saying maybe they'll put some length on him. Let's see if that works on Beal. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Micic, he's checked in for the Suns. Suns keep it alive. Durant for 3. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And defensively, what can you really do against KD right there?
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't hit from in close. The Suns have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Micic. Holmgren against Durant. For 3. Hartenstein pulls it in.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Williams misses.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly. See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Three-pointer, no good. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Durant. Now done. Back to Durant. And the three-pointer goes. Durant's got 8 points.
Hard to stop Durant when he's set up like this. He's so well positioned to score.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him. Williams with it. Beal picks him up. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. And Joe's subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. A nice shot by Booker.
Gotta be impressed with Booker's basketball IQ. Superb at scoring off of pick and rolls.
Here's Williams. Wallace, right side. Fires for 3. Buries it from 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Bull. Williams grabs the board. Thunder trail by 3. Williams with it. He's covered by O'Neal. Williams in the post. He's against O'Neal. Williams misses.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Now here's Williams. Oh, it's blocked by Bull. In transition, here come the Suns. Nice move. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time Booker showing us his vision.
Here's Williams. Wallace left side. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Thunder able to keep possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Plumlee's checked in for Bull.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Down low. Here's Plumlee. That one off the back iron and out. Oklahoma City trailing. The teardrop. Williams' shot is good.
And the quickness in transition. I mean, I like watching Williams convert in these situations.
Here's Booker on the take. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's O'Neal. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. Here's Wallace. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for Phoenix. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
He made that way more difficult than it had to be with that leaning jumper. As a result, he comes away empty. Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Allen on the wing. Watch by Wallace. And Allen gets it to go.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Wallace outside. 3 seconds left. And he lays it up and in. Wallace has got 5.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. Phoenix out in front, up 2. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4. Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Wiggins in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second.
Yeah, the defense... making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
And the basket is good.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Look at Shea playing big inside.
Guy's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Back to Durant. Jones against Gilgeous-Alexander. The fadeaway. They grab their own miss. Great positioning on the putback. And the Suns lead by 2.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Jones. A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
It's Holmgren, high post. Holmgren finishes with style in transition.
And in transition, Holmgren has speed, but he also plays under control.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you. And you look at how Durant is playing at his age. He's still as elite as it gets, RJ.
You don't lose skill. KD could play into his 40s if he wanted to. That shot isn't going away, and he's always going to be tall. He will be one of the best scorers every time he laces them up.
Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Caruso comes in for Wiggins.
How many young 7-footers have a floater game? I mean, Holmgren is just unreal.
Back to Beal. The kick to Durant. They set a pick. The Thunder pull it in. Now for an update on Bull's injury. We go to the sideline.
Guys, I was able to talk with Phoenix head athletic trainer about the status. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound good at all. He's likely going to be out for a while. And for a team with a thin roster, this injury really hurts. They will need everyone to step their game up.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
And you just hate to see any injury, but potentially a serious one like this breaks your heart.
Caruso misses. Suns trail by 4. Durant inside. It's covered by Holmgren. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shea gets it to go off the drive.
All it takes is a sliver of daylight, and Gilgeous-Alexander will exploit it.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Jang, he's checked in for Williams. Jones comes in for Holmgren. Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. And Mitchell subbed in for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Jalen Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shines bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Iguodaro. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got his 5th assist in this one.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
Here's Williams. Deflected. Second chance shot. Here's Wallace. No good on the triple. And Booker's got the ball here for the Suns. Allen finds Booker. And that misses. That would have put him up.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Williams. Got it. Good job in the low post. Williams has got 11 points.
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
Booker no good. Oklahoma City leading by 4. And here is Williams. 11 points in the game. Yep, that one's good.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Iguodaro's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Booker. For 3, Allen. Jones grabs the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Williams from long range. Again, the miss by Williams. Suns trail by 6. Here's Allen. Allen on the wing. Let's go with a 3. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Jones, the pass to Sajay. Done with a steal. Pass to Booker. There's a screen by Bull. Here's the 3. And Booker, cash on the 3.
At the arc, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
Booker against Williams. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Booker. Lets it go from deep. No good there. Up in time. The shot comes out, and the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Oklahoma City ahead, leading by 3. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the 3rd quarter. Halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, Kevin Durant is out there with Royce O'Neal. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Nick Richards. And it's Micic in at the point guard position. The Suns trailing. Well, Richard, I know you had the pleasure of guarding Kevin Durant. Not an easy assignment. What was that like?
You're right, B.A. I had the pleasure of guarding him in the NBA Finals. And let's say it was not the easiest of tasks. He's become such a complete player, there's no way to stop him. He takes what you give him, and he kills you with it.
Phoenix shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
You look at Durant's game, and you instantly see all the hours of hard work that went into shaping it. He's so polished in every area. His skills are so sharp.
Pass to Holmgren. Out left to the wing. Five to shoot. Kevin Durant pulls it in. Durant's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Durant with the bucket.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Beal finds Durant. And here's O'Neal. To the inside. Shoots from 14. Durant's shot is off. The Thunder have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Comes up empty down low. The Suns have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Beal. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Alex Caruso.
And Beal doesn't shy away from contact, which is how he draws these fouls.
Wiggins, he's checked in for Caruso. You know, over Bradley Beal's career, he succeeded in a few different roles, RJ.
Yeah, he played with the ball-dominant guy. Then he became the sole star on his team. And now he's playing with multiple stars. Evolution is a part of success, and Bradley Beal is doing it.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, it's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out. Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Jones comes in for Holmgren. Joe's checked in for Dort. And it's Wallace in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Booker can't get it to go. Thunder trail by 6. Joe on the wing. Fires the 3. Here's Williams. Uses the glass on the layup.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
The Suns have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Dunn, the pass to Booker, launches it, and the Suns miss again.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Sinks the tray.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Back to Wallace for the lead. Plumlee pulls down the board. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Looking to get it going. In deep. Booker gets it to go.
Crafty play by Booker inside, navigating to a point-blank look at the basket.
Outside Joe to the middle. It's stolen by Dunn. And now the Suns fast break. Here's Booker. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Left side Joe. Jones feels it out. The kick out to Williams. No one near him. Plumlee pulls down the board.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
For 3, Allen. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got 4 rebounds now. Joe on the wing. Allen defending. The kick out to Williams. Oh, somehow misses the one-handed flush. The Suns lead by 3. Allen with it. He's picked up by Jones. Pass to Iguodaro. They set the pick. For 3, Booker. He drops it from range. Booker's got 5 points now this quarter.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Hardenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Jones. Williams is checked in for Wiggins. And it's Lou Dort in for Joe. Dort, the pass to Williams. Rejected by Bowl. Pass to Beal. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 6 assists in the game. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for Phoenix?
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
Beal outside. Three-pointer, O'Neal. Pass to Booker. The three is up. Fires in the triple. And now an 11-point Suns lead.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Left side Durant. And stolen by Williams. Got it up. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Phoenix Suns. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm. Assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. Kenrich Williams is out there with Alex Caruso. And it's Holmgren into the center position, locking down the middle. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. And so the ball out of bounds. Caruso touched it last. Here's Allen. O'Neal on the wing. Back to Allen. Lets a floater go. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Grayson Allen's shooting gets a lot of attention, Richard. But his efficiency is also impressive.
No, it's his shooting and efficiency that causes problems for defenses. When he's on the floor, there will be much more space for everyone else to work.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. O'Neal pulls it in. Phoenix leading by 10. Pass to Iguodaro. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Williams finds Caruso. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on O'Neal.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
That one's no good. The Suns shooting at a respectable 49%. Here's Allen, and he converts the layup. And the Suns lead by 13.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Outside, inside, in between, it doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
They double him with Holmgren. Outside Bull. Here's Iguodala. Rejected by Holmgren. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Chet Holmgren. Wiggins comes in for Williams. Jalen Williams, he's checked in for Dort. And Isaiah Joe subbed in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Plumlee's checked in for the Suns. Lee comes in for O'Neal. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Iguodala. The Thunder with the rebound. Williams has got 4 rebounds now. Outside, Williams lets the 3 fly, and it's Phoenix with a rebound. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Lee. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And that one good. Lee's got his first points of the game.
Those mid-range looks will be there for him. Nice work to capitalize.
Caruso, the pass to Williams. The layup misses. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And it's a completely new group for the Suns. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Dort, he's checked in for Caruso. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Joe. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Booker can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both. Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 6 rebounds in the game. Booker, the pass to Durant. The 3-ball. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
That shot wide open. So Dort's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
Don't judge Holmgren by his size. He does have a passing skill set, finding shooters and getting them the ball.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
The defense gives Shai all their attention, and that leaves another guy open and ready to score.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. Hartenstein passes to Holmgren. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It goes on Kevin Durant.
And, you know, when you have the size and skill of a guy like Chet Holmgren, you're going to draw fouls.
Both free throws good from Holmgren. Here's Booker. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Booker on the take. And Booker with the jam.
I like how sudden Booker can be on the drive, charging into a gap before the defense sees it's there.
A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. That one falls.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. The Suns lead by 9. Beal outside. Outside Booker. Pass to Richards. And a two-handed jam.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Suns.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Devin Booker.
He was just dropping dimes left and right out there. Any opening that the D provided, he exploited it and found his teammates.
Holmgren finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot blocked! Booker with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Booker's shot is good. And the Suns lead by 13.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And Phoenix has possession. Here's Booker. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Outstanding initiative from Booker. Terrific at earning these calls inside.
And he makes the first.
For the Suns, Devin Booker. 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. And stolen by Booker. And stolen by Holmgren. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so...
All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce.
Chapter thanks and praises. I've been on my own. But we ain't never left alone. And if I'm telling you the feeling is wrong, relax a little, friend, this won't take too long. And when you're feeling alone, you can call my phone. Is there a better way to go? Teach them something before they lose their soul. Oh, no. Freedom is the road. Oh, no. Coming in from the coast. Tell them not to sell it, it's worth more than gold. And guiltiness will catch them in the end. Oh yeah. They'll try to manipulate you through your pockets.
Welcome to this Sunday. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Phoenix, deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Nick Richards out there with Durant, and it's Dunn in at the small forward position. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Beal finds Durant. His 3-pointers off the mark. Here's Tatum. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
A huge fan of how Tatum runs the floor. It's almost a lost art. Terrific when he's in attack mode, in transition, putting a lot of pressure on that defense.
Booker the pass to Durant.
And KD throws it down. That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Brown, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Now, we talked about Jrue Holiday and how he plans to stop him from being a factor out there. Coach said it won't be easy. He told me Holiday is a gifted two-way guy, but I think we can trip him up by staying on him on all times, by staying aggressive. So that direct approach is what they hope throws Holiday off his game. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Brown deciding where to go with it. It's hauled in by Dunn. Here's Booker. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Connects from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Richards. Dunn outside. Beal against White. Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Yeah, just beautiful in the pick and roll. Durant times his move perfectly in there with the strong finish.
The kick out to Brown. That doesn't go either for Brown.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Look at KD throwing it down, not giving the defense any opportunity there.
On the wing, Holiday. Defended by Booker. Here's Tatum, and Durant sends it back. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Shot clock at 5. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Here's Micic. And that one drops.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Pass to Shireman.
Wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Phoenix leading by 4. And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well. And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Martin in the corner, Bull with it. Wide open look. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
I love seeing a player pass up his own shot to create a great look for a teammate.
Outside for Martin. Cranes the three-pointer.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Here's Pritchard. Still yet to score. Pass to Hauser. Here's Shireman. Over Allen. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Here's Micic. There's 48 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Allen. From 7, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
Here's Shireman to halt the run. From deep three-point land, Allen with the rebound. And so Allen will bring it up now for the Phoenix Suns. They lead by 11, and they're pushing it up. Here's Shireman. That's tipped. Here's Micic. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. The Suns on top, up by 11. And we'll be back with you right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Suns enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. They've got Cody Martin, Lee out there with Plumlee, and it's Iguodala in at the 4 spot. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Suns.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can't be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to help. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hardworking. I don't even think he realized he could be this good.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Durant, the pass to Richards. Kicks it out to Booker. Back to Richards. That one drops for him. Richards got 6 points.
Don't underestimate Booker's passing ability. He's getting better and better at making plays for others. Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And here's Booker following Jaylen Brown's three. KD with it. He's picked up by White. Here's Beal, and finished off by Beal.
Beal has the athletic ability to finish strong at the rim.
To the paint. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. Suns leading by 6. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And here's Booker from the arc. The rebound by the Celtics.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Richards. And that one is hammered home.
And it's fun to watch guys like Booker that see the floor this well. Seems to always get it to the right man. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
So efficient in there.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Tatum kicks to Porzingis. The rebound by Richards.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Out to KD. Back to Booker. Beal from long range. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Now here's Durant after Jaylen Brown's miss. And then Durant with the dunk.
And with that remarkable wingspan, coupled with the leaping ability, Durant does major damage on those drives.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And here is KD following Jaylen Brown's three. Richards finds Dunn. And Durant gets it to go. The assist from Dunn. KD's got the lead up to 12 now for Phoenix. Tatum passes to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Pass to Booker. Here's Dunn. He's covered by Brown. Dunn's shot's good. Dunn's got his first 2 points of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Brown. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Durant just inside the line. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Celtics trail by 10. Here's Brown. And the dunk by Brown.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Durant inside. Guarded by Tatum.
And we mentioned Durant's scoring ability often, but they're showing how good of a passer he can be.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. The Suns shooting their first free throw of the game. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Stolen. Here's Hauser. Good on the three-point shot. Hauser's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And it's Martin missing. Celtics trail by 8. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Shireman can't hit. And so Allen will bring it up now for the Phoenix Suns. Martin wide open. He fires. No good on the triple. Pass to Pritchard. 2 on the clock. And so it's Phoenix holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. It's time now to go courtside as we send. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
They're thinking about the shot.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Reminds me of the good old days. Feed it to the big and let him work.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. They've got Horford, and it's Cornette in at the 5 spot. Martin with the bucket. Martin's got his second basket of the night.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Over to the wing. Suns moving the ball around. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
In the corner, Horford with it. Here's Shireman. Over Allen. Shireman, good. Shireman's got his second bucket of the game to go. Suns leading by 5. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple of years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. Glad they're still together. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to talk to his guys. First free throw is good. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
Inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Suns leading by 4. Stolen by Tatum. Fast break. Here we go. It's deflected. Pass to Iguodaro. And it's good. 2 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Outside Tatum. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Boston ball.
Here's Tatum. And here is Craig. Pass to Davison. Just 4 to shoot. Uncovered. Shireman can hit.
I guess even he has. It's one of those once in a while.
It's stolen by Martin. Here's Micic. Craig pulls it in.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
To the left side wing. And Bull wide open. He shoots. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And it's an 11-point Suns lead. The Celtics have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Tatum passes to Queta and finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Martin. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Martin's got 4 points in the quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And here's Tatum for 3. Rebound by the Suns. Allen's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Iguodaro. Count it. Iguodaro's got 6.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Here's Shireman. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And even when Tatum isn't the shooter, he's dangerous. He can set others up to finish the job.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
And here they come. Here's Shireman. Up and in on the layup. He's got 10.
And they definitely have the edge in those fast break points.
They got to keep looking for fast break scores to even this game up.
Allen finds Martin. Allen inside, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Suns shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
1 second separating the shot clock and game. Durant Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Horford.
And Durant, one of the toughest players to defend, especially when he's using that shot fake.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. He hits the second from the line.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
Back to Holiday. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Got it off in time. And it's good.
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
It's over. But it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is.
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Dunn, and it's Plumlee in at the center, locking down the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Nice shot by Porzingis.
And nice use of size by Porzingis inside, able to practically play on top of the D.
Durant, and it's sent back by Horford. Outside Holiday, gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Outside White. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Here's Dunn. He's done with the slam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And the basket is good. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Suns?
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And all game long, they work the ball inside. It's really worked well for them offensively.
Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plumlee. Here's Booker. Porzingis with the block. White looking around. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Bradley Beal picks one up.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
Durant for 3. They get the rebound. Here's Booker. And another shot. Outside for KD. Pass to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Tries it again. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Here's Brown. Rebound by the Suns. And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. So it's Both teams making substitutions here. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Joe Mazzulla was going over with his team. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Boston foul. Shireman. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Allen. Bull inside. He can't get it to go. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Shireman. A three-pointer, no good. Well, Phoenix shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. So for the Suns, and we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Beal gets a wide open look and a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Holiday left side. And Holiday throws it down.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
And Booker kicks to KD. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Free throw drops for KD. Durant hits them both.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Tatum, and Tatum hammers it home.
And the defense hates to see it. Tatum putting on a little bit of a show with that jam.
Here's Booker. Holiday with the block. It's White on the wing. Wants to get it to Tatum and does. Yep, that one goes in there. And now it's a 3-point Celtic lead. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
Well, their shot blocking, the defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Booker with it. Out guarded by Porzingis. KD passes to Dunn. There's Beal with the 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists in the game. Holiday with the 3. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And anytime you're on the road and you can answer with the 3 right back and take the lead, that is what we call being beyond cooked.
Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
4-on-3 break. Here's KD. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
And Durant has been in these moments before, welcoming any opportunity to knock down a big shot.
And Holiday kicks to Porzingis. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Such an active shooter. Love how Booker gets defenders to try and be physical with him.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Holiday, the pass to Butler. And it's out of bounds. They say it was like... Last touch by Brown. Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
It counts.
How about the focus from Booker? I mean, refusing to let anything stop him from getting that basket.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A shot, no good.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
And let's give some credit to Tatum. Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment.
A drive by Booker. Here's Durant. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbounds, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
And so it's Phoenix who scraped by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David.
Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Looking at the starting 5 for Boston. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. Now here's Brown. Richards pulls it in. The Suns on offense. Booker with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Booker, the pass to Durant. Shoots over White. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist by Booker.
One of the tough things about Kevin Durant, doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or in this situation off the catch, Durant, one of the best, period.
Booker against Holiday. The rebound by Devin Booker. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for Phoenix. And it's off from three-point range.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Brown. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, that's almost too easy for Jaylen Brown. We see you, sir.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that.
What a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at point. Durant down low. Beal the pass to KD. Bank shot, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Holiday surveying the floor. And he banks in the layup. Holiday's got the opening basket of the game for the Celtics.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
To the middle. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know, he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Tatum's shot is off. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Beal drives in. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. On offense, Devin Booker really does it all for his teams. He scores well and assists others. But Richard, he can do it all.
You love to see that from a superstar. Booker just wants points on the board. And if he can't get a shot, he'll get a look for someone else.
Now, here's Brown. No good on that one. Booker against Holiday. To the inside. Outside for Beal. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Total trust in his mechanics. Beal instantly takes the shot.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, I did speak with Mike Budenholzer for a few minutes. Now, of course, I asked Coach what his plan was about defending Jason Tatum, and he said, I told our guys just to play smart, to play up on him, but not get baited into fouls, and try to get a hand in his face. And that's a difficult challenge for any defense, so we'll see what happens tonight. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Oh, that's cute. You think you can play tough, physical D, but that's Kevin Durant. Like, come on.
Took him no time at all on that one. Holiday's got 5.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside for Durant. Back to Booker. And stolen by Tatum. Right side, White. Pass to Holiday. Puts the move on. And he sinks the layup. He's got 7.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You will gladly take those.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
Yep, it counts.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Bucket is good.
Great decision-making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
The Celtics have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together. That's something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtics front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run.
And finished off by KD.
And it doesn't get any easier for Durant. With his size and length, dunking just comes pretty easy for him.
Now here's Porzingis. Scoreless thus far. And it's Brown missing. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 2. 1:39 left to play here in the first. And Beal kicks to Booker. 3-pointer. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Here's Holiday. And he uses the glass on the layup. Holiday's got 9.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Done outside. Durant against Tatum. Durant sets a screen for Beal. Back to Durant, and stolen by Tatum. The kick out to Holiday. Outside Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Holiday. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Durant finds Richards. Launches a 3. And the Suns miss again.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
Love the aggression from Brown. A tough cover for any defender out there.
This is his first free throw of the game.
76% on the season from the foul line.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Bull. Rebound by the Celtics. Here's Shireman. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Allen outside. Lets it go from deep. The shot off that time. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Boston on top as they end the first. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Celtics.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. They've got Horford, and it's Pritchard in at the 1. Here's Shireman. Got a hand on it. Fast break, here come the Suns. Here's Bull. Finished off the break.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And stolen by Bull. Fast break, here come the Suns. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
That's just the bucket that you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Pass to Iguodala. Allen for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Allen's got 5 points so far.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pritchard passes to Hauser. Here's Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Fournette. Off target from three-point range. The Suns trail. To the middle. Here's Iguodala.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Outside, Horford. Drills it from outside. Horford's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
They need that floor spacing ability from Horford. It's big for them when he's knocking down triples.
The offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback. Bulls got it all tied up now for the Suns.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Shireman. Allen defending.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Here's Micic. Still without a basket. 4 on the shot clock. The drive by Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this. Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Not enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Here's Micic. And Pritchard pulls it down. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And the basket by Hauser.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Here's Shireman. No good that time. Suns trail by 3. Here's Micic. A second chance effort outside for Martin. Nobody near Allen. Drills the three-pointer. Allen's got 10 points.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And that's a foul called on Bol Bol. That is his first foul of the game. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Celtics. And so it's Boston with it. Driving the lane. Pass to Tillman. Beal against White. And Craig has it in the corner. Boston again missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Here's Cato. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Suns.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And let's not forget how terrific they've been on the offensive glass, throwing themselves on that backboard and being rewarded with additional points.
I like how sudden Booker can be on the drive, charging into a gap before the defense sees it's there.
White, good.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And that's what they teach you at every level. Get a body on your man, box out, grab the board.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Durant with the rebound. KD's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Shoots it up. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. KD's got 8 points. Here's Davison. With 2 seconds left. Oh, look at that play right there.
Okay, that's how it's done.
Woo! Wow.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Fans, we direct your attention to center court and get ready for the man court shot drums. They're measuring up the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a one-point game. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Plumlee out there with Durant, and it's O'Neal in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. RJ, we've seen multiple all-star games for Jaylen Brown. Can he become a superstar?
Well, to me, if you've got a finals MVP in your back pocket on your resume, you are now a superstar, and Jaylen Brown is that.
Richard, when you talk about Jaylen Brown, many scouts felt he'd never be a #1 level option offensively. But he's proven some people wrong.
Kevin, many scouts have been wrong many times. The question has been answered. He wasn't a great shooter when he first came into the league, and his ball handling also needed to improve. But now, both of those are strengths in his game. It doesn't matter where Beal is on the court. He can flat out score and puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Pass to Plumlee. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight. Inside, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA, but also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Outside Holiday. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Pass to Tatum. And what a jam! Tatum doing it with style.
One of the craziest dunks we've seen. Tatum with the bounce.
For 3, Booker sinks the three-pointer. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Brown's shot is good. Suns trail by 3. Booker the pass to Beal. And here is Durant. Fires from way outside. And it's White with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
KD a screen on Brown. For 3, Booker. Porzingis with the rebound. Celtics leading by 3. And we got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Queta. Rebound by the Suns. Bulls got his 4th rebound in this one. Down low, Iguodala. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Pritchard passes to Tillman. Takes it off the glass. Tillman's got his first bucket in this one.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Shireman, defended by Allen. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. Suns have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far.
And the defense did just enough to bother that dunk attempt.
From past the arc, bangs home the trifecta. Hauser's got his second basket of the night.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Shireman, good.
Assisted by Peyton Pritchard.
Suns trail by 4. Allen outside. To the paint. Here's Bull. Plays it up off the glass. Bull's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Fires the 3. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's the break. The rebound by Micic. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Allen, that's good. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Pass to Shireman. There's 49 seconds left in the third. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Shireman's got 8 points. Phoenix has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Allen with it. Now, here's Bull. Outside, Martin. Back to Bull. The rebound by the Celtics. Oh, trying for it. It's stolen by Allen. Bull, the pass to Micic. Outside, Martin. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his first trip to the line tonight. That's good from Martin. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
This team thinks they should be up in front, but at least they tied it up.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The Suns trailing. On the court for the Celtics. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Cornette in at the 5.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And Richards drops them both. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Outside Holiday. And it's Durant with the rebound. KD's got 5 rebounds tonight. Stolen by Holiday. The 3. Here's Cornette. And it's in there. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Celtics?
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
And here's Booker from the arc. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here he goes. That shot, no good. Nice D from Durant. Outside, Beal. Here's the 3. And it's White with the rebound. Celtics leading by 3. Left side, Tatum. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
The defense must be aware of where Tatum is, especially when he's roaming around that mid-range.
Down low, here's KD. In close, Durant gets the bucket.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
Tatum. Here's Cornette, goes back up. Phoenix grabs the miss. Outside, Beal. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on White. Well, Richard, during his Washington days, Bradley Beal averaged 30 a game in back-to-back seasons.
Beal is such a strong guard, so not only can he beat you with his shooting stroke, but he can also play some bully ball.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Now let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Listened in on what Joe Mazzulla told his team. Now, Coach told his guys it's not over until it's over. He asked them to stay sharp out there and to keep fighting. If we lose this, it's on us, he said. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Boston leading by 4. Here's Shireman, and that one off the back of the rim and in.
Outstanding vision there from the Latvian. Porzingis showing he can read the floor, capable of setting his guys up.
Bull, that's good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for it.
Pass to Micic, beyond the arc. And Pritchard pulls it down.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Allen's checked in for Bradley Beal. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
Substitution on the court.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Tatum on the wing. Boston again missing.
And they had
had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
It's blocked. Beal drives in. Dunn dishes to KD. And Beal kicks to Booker. It's stolen by Brown. And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. Tatum with the finish on a beautiful break.
The efficiency from Tatum on the offensive end is terrific, not letting any scoring chances pass him by.
Pass to Booker and taken away by Brown. And here we go again. The Celtics in transition. Up the court they go.
And that just may put the finishing touch on this one. Not at all a time to get sloppy with the ball.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Tatum on the wing. Guarded by KD. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Beal the pass to KD. For three. Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
They get it back. Porzingis kicks to Tatum. Here we go, one-on-one. And here's Booker from the arc. Rebound by Jrue Holiday.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Booker with a three. He is a knockdown shooter.
When they need points, they do everything possible to get Booker his touches.
Here's Tatum. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good, and both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
I'm not going to lie, that's big, making all of those, giving them a little bit more breathing room.
Pass to Durant. Back to Booker from the wing. Rebound, Boston.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
And Durant sends it back.
And how about the reach of Durant? Terrific job of having that on display defensively.
It's Brown with the drive. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game up.
And Greg, it looks like time is going to run out on him here.
Yeah, I mean, unless they come up with an absolute miracle.
And it's the Suns' ball, trailing by 10. Beal gets a wide open look. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. So it's Boston now. They've led by as much as 10. And so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last.
Let's just say that was an ill-advised pass there. Very close to a turnover.
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Outside Holiday. Hands it from downtown.
3-point field goal.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. All right, David, thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And so
I watch the moon all the time thinking about you.